Okay, hi. Um, I want to talk about hobbies, and I want to say how important they are for um, teenagers, for kids, for adults, for parents, for elderly people. Um, this is basically a thing that people of all age should have for happy and satisfying life. So I heard this quote recently, somewhere on social media though, but I totally agree with that. Job, uh, like like where you earn money. That's called a job. Like cannot be a hobby because the job associates in your head with money because you get a reward in the face of money, and as long as it gives you money, it cannot already perceive the job you're doing as something that gives you pleasure or satisfaction, so cannot be called a hobby. Where I'm going with that, yes, you can choose a job, for example, that is not boring for you, so you actually can be excited of doing something, or you're interested in this topic, or you're interested in mathematics, or that's why you became a teacher in school or university, or for example, you like international relations. That's what I'm studying, and that's why you can have a job in this field. So you are learning or involving yourself every day in this field. So it is interesting in some way, because it's not like, for me, it would be like, I don't know, being a physics teacher. I would not enjoy that at all. But here, choosing working as somewhere in international relations field, at least I would enjoy the topic of it. Like at least I would be interested in that. It wouldn't be horrible, but as long as I earn money from that, I receive money, paychecks, it is not a hobby. And I would wake up every day, and on the back of my head, it still would be a work, a job. Still would be my obligation and the thing where I should wake up and where I have to go, and I don't have a possibility to say no to that, because this is my job. This is how I earn money. This is how I get money. So you basically have to choose job offer that gives you the biggest paycheck and does not cross the line of your moral principles. I mean, maybe maybe like harming someone would give you a big paycheck, but you would not do this because it would cross your moral principles, right? It would go against them. That's what I'm talking like. Job is for solely for earning money, and yes, would be best to choose a field which you're interested the most in, but does not guarantee of you enjoying the job, because the primary idea is to have money. So choosing job is solely about working, solely about having a lot of money or earning money. But a hobby, it's totally different thing, because a hobby is something that you do for your heart, is something that you do not for the money, but for the idea of it. A lot of people volunteer, and there's a difference of working and volunteering, because I've been doing some volunteering work at some charity foundation, and what I was doing, I actually could have been paid for this, but I wasn't, because I was volunteering there. Like, I was doing it because I really liked it, I wanted to help, and I saw the idea in it, because I wanted to help children, I wanted to socialize, I wanted to earn new skills, I really liked artwork, and I was doing some artwork with kids. I was organizing some mini events that I really enjoyed also to do. So it was kind of my hobby. Volunteering would be my hobby. I didn't care about money. Could I ask for them? Probably I could, and I probably could earn some, but I just wasn't interested, because I was doing it solely for my personal interest. And the same with other people who just like to help others. I know they go for cleaning a forest for the sake of idea, right? Helping other people for the sake of idea, because they just want to help, not for the money. And hobby is not about money. That's why in your mind, back of your mind, you don't get any reward. Like, you don't get a paycheck. The only reward that you might get from that is the mental one. That, for example, you got a satisfaction, or you helped someone and you feel proud of yourself, or you feel empathy to another person that you helped this person. So hobby and work where you earn money is completely different things. And a person should have a hobby besides the work where he earns money, even though the work he does, it is in the field of his interests. For example, I do paint, and I do it not to sell the work. Like, some people ask me, like, why don't you sell your paintings? Yeah, I can do it. It's not like somebody will buy them, but it also takes like time to sell something. But I can do it, but I just don't, because I just do it solely for my soul. It is my hobby, and I honestly don't agree with the quote, you can turn your hobby into the career, because a career is a career. Career is for earning money, and hobby is about just solely the interests of just doing so without any financial reward. Everything else, but besides financial reward. So the paint, or for example, I do running. I don't do runs for I don't want to turn it into career. This is just the thing I do to prove myself that I can do something that I really, really found hard in the past, still do. It's kind of a challenge, but this became a hobby of mine, right? So just find the hobbies that you do not for the idea in your mind that someday there will be a possibility to earn on that, but a thing that you are ready to do without any financial reward, and you do only because you really find peace in this activity, and nobody have to ask you to do it. You just do it because you want to do it. You want to relax. That's why you start doing it. It gives you better mood. So if it brings you better mood, it makes you happier, it makes you more satisfied with your life, then this is your hobby. But should not stay all life with you. It may change. You can find few hobbies at the same time. It can be just one more time. It can change throughout your life, but just do have it. It also restarts your brain and gives you a break from from earning money and from other aspects of your life. Yeah, this is kind of a message, or I would say message for myself that I found recently. That like one aspect of the life where you earn money is a completely different from the other half of your life where you doing activities for the sake of activities and not for the sake of money, for surviving. So, two different aspects of life. How interesting. You can enjoy both, but as long as the money aspect comes, it's less of an enjoyment on a psychological level, and it's more of earning money. So you better choose the job that just gives you more money, can be in the field of your interests. Yes, I think that's it.